Hi, my name is Andres Felipe Romero, and I'm going to talk about a topic that is very important for everyone. Transportation, the source that produces the most greenhouse gas emissions in Bogota. Okay, the presentation features what we will cover today is first, a context, a brief introduction, second, a problem, and third, the solution that I think that are the best for this problem. Okay, the context. Transportation, as you know, cars, buses, trucks, and airplanes plays an important role in economic growth and globalization nowadays. Now, focusing on Bogota, the capital of Colombia, this city has a population of around 8 million people and has a rather large public gasoline-based transportation system in this country. This growth in the use of transportation in Bogota has affected and increased the greenhouse gas emissions in the city. Okay, now the problem is that transportation causes pollution and creates a large amount of greenhouse gases. Avoiding having a fresher air in Bogota, worth noting, the 90% of the transportation in Bogota is based on gasoline. As you could see in the photos that are on the left, you could see a public transportation pollution basically. According to an statistics made by the Ministry of Transportation here in Colombia, gasoline-based car sales are growing in recent years. Thus, this causes that greenhouse gas emissions increase and keep growing year by year. Okay, in the same way, global warming is an increase over time in the average temperature of the Earth, atmosphere, and also the oceans. On the graph shown on the left, we could see that energy use, that includes also fossil fuels and nuclear energy, are the most important source that produces this problem that is the global warming. Now, seeing the graph on the right, we could see that the transportation represents the 27%, and it is the second most important cause of the increase of global warming in the world. Okay. In this slide, we could see three most important fossil fuels that are the largest source of carbon dioxide emissions that basically come from the combustion of the industry of coal, the industry of the petroleum, that are the using of cars, airplanes, etc., and also the gases. Okay, so the two important solutions are the first one, the electric transportation, and the second one, human energy. Okay, electric transportation, as you could see on the graph on the left, from a world reference point, it can be seen that the renewable energies consume almost 50% less energy than oil and its derivative. That means petroleum, natural gas, coal, etc. The benefits of using electric transportation are three. The noise reduction. Acoustic emission from electric vehicles are minimal, also nothing. Lower CO2 emissions. The use of electric energy reduces greenhouse emission to almost zero, and lower energy consumption. The efficiency of the electrical process is much less higher than one of the internal combustion. Okay, the other solution is the human energy that I emphasize on cycling and walking. The benefits of this are four. The advantage for the environment, that this type of solution produces zero emission of gases. The health advantage, that is a daily use of the bicycle in an aid to improve your physical and emotional health, also walking. Less use of transportation. The bike is a clean transportation. And the last one, that is an advantage of saving time and money. That means that people could avoid traffic jams because of these facilities. Okay, so the last one, I want to emphasize on the cycling because we could see that in the graph. The graph shows how Colombian government and City Hall of Bogota have focused on increasing the use of bicycles year by year. We can compare. On 2011, there were 611,000 of bicycles, and now in 2019, there are almost 1.2 million bicycles approximately. So we could see that the Colombian government emphasized on this type of transportation. Okay, for questions, you could write me in my email, and thank you very much for your time.